Thank you for visiting my YouTube channel. Here are the latest NBA latest games result, schedule of the NBA Cup semifinal games today, and the updated NBA regular season standings as of today, December 15th, 2024.
In the first of 8 latest NBA games results, the Indiana Pacers gets a road victory over the Philadelphia 76ers, with the final score of 121-107. Tyrese Halliburton led Indiana with 32 points and 11 assists, followed by Pascal Siakam 23 points and Obi Toppin 20 points. For Philadelphia, Tyrese Maxey led the Sixers in scoring with 22 points, followed by Paul George 15 points and Ricky Council IV 14 points. In the second game, the league-leading Cleveland Cavaliers gets a home victory over the NBA worst team, Washington Wizards, with the final score of 115-105. Darius Garland led the Cavaliers with 24 points on top of 8 assists, followed by a double-double performance from Jarrett Allen, who finished with 21 points along with 11 rebounds, and Donovan Mitchell, 20 points. For Washington, Bilal Coulibaly led the Wizards with 27 points, followed by Jordan Poole, 17 points, and Justin Champagnie, 16 points. In the third game, the Memphis Grizzlies registered their 4th straight win as they got an easy home victory over the Brooklyn Nets, with the final score of 135-119. Ja Morant led Memphis with 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 10 assists, followed by Desmond Bane, 21 points, and Santi Aldama, 20 points. For Brooklyn, Dorian Finney-Smith led the Nets in scoring with 19 points, followed by 15 points from both Dennis Schroeder and Jalen Wilson. In the fourth game, the Minnesota Timberwolves took care of business at home by defeating the visiting Los Angeles Lakers with the final score of 97-87. Anthony Edwards led the Wolves in scoring with 23 points, followed by Julius Randle, 21 points, and Jaden McDaniels, 18 points. For the Los Angeles Lakers, Anthony Davis led the team with a double-double performance of 23 points along with 11 rebounds, followed by Austin Reeves, 18 points, while the King, LeBron James, missed his second consecutive games due to personal reasons. Is there deep concern or trouble brewing once again in the Lakers camp? In the fifth game, the Chicago Bulls gets a home victory over the Charlotte Hornets with the final score of 109-95. Ayo Dosunmu led the Bulls in scoring with 19 points, followed by Kobe White 18 points and Josh Giddey 17 points. For Charlotte, Brandon Miller led the team in scoring with 21 points, followed by Mark Williams, 15 points, while their main man, LaMelo Ball, continues to miss games due to injury after having a terrific start this season. In the sixth game, the Denver Nuggets made a huge run in the second half and never looked back as they defeated the Los Angeles Clippers at home with the final score of 120-98. Jamal Murray led Denver in scoring with 20 points, followed by Michael Porter, 17 points, and Nikola Jokic, 16 points. For the Los Angeles Clippers, Norman Powell and Kevin Porter Jr. led the team in scoring with 16 points each, and James Harden, 15 points. In the seventh game, the Phoenix Suns gets a road victory by defeating the Utah Jazz with the final score of 134-126. Devin Booker led Phoenix in scoring with 34 points, followed by Kevin Durant, 30 points, and Tyus Jones, 19 points. For the Jazz, our Kevabe and Jordan Clarkson led the team in scoring with 23 points, followed by John Collins, 22 points, and Lauri Markkanen, 19 points. In the eighth and final game, the San Antonio Spurs gets a come-from-behind victory on the road against the Portland Trail Blazers, with the final score of 118-116. Victor Wembanyama led the Spurs with 28 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists, followed by Devin Vassell, 23 points, and Julian Champagnie finished with 19 points. In the Eastern Conference, the Cleveland Cavaliers still have the best record in the NBA so far this season, with 22 victories, against only 4 losses. At the second place, Jason Tatum and the rest of the Boston Celtics, with 20 victories and just 5 defeats. Still holding on tight at the third place are the Orlando Magic, with 17 wins and 10 defeats. Still at fourth place are the New York Knicks, with 15 wins against 10 losses. Jimmy Butler and rest of the Miami Heat completes the East top 5, with 13 wins and 10 losses, and now have a 4-game winning run. At the 6th spot are the Milwaukee Bucks, with 13 wins and 11 losses, riding on a 2-game winning run. At number 7 are the Atlanta Hawks, with 14 wins and 12 loss record. The Indiana Pacers moves up at the 8th place with 11 wins and 15 defeats. At number 9 are the Chicago Bulls, also with 11 wins and 15 losses. Including the East top 10 are the Brooklyn Nets, with 10 wins against 15 defeats and have lost 2 straight matches. The Detroit Pistons are at the 11th spot with 10 victories and 16 losses. Up at number 12 are the Philadelphia 76ers, with 7 wins and 16 defeats. At number 13 are the Charlotte Hornets, with 7 victories and 18 losses. At number 14 are the Toronto Raptors, with 7 victories and 19 losses, and have lost 4 straight games. And at number 15, and the very bottom of the Eastern Conference standings, are the Washington Wizards, with just 3 victories and already piled up 20 losses. In the Western Conference, the Oklahoma City Thunder remains at number 1, with 19 wins and just 5 losses, and on a 4-game winning run. At the 2nd spot are the Memphis Grizzlies, with 18 victories and 8 losses, and have won 4 straight games. At the 3rd place are the Houston Rockets, with 17 wins and 8 defeats, and on a 2-game winning streak. At number 4 is Luka Doncic and his Dallas Mavericks, with 16 wins and 9 defeats standing. Completing the West top 5 is Steph Curry and the rest of the Golden State Warriors, with 14 victories against 10 defeats. Moving up to number 6 are the Denver Nuggets, with 13 wins and 10 losses, and have won 2 games in a row. The Minnesota Timberwolves are number 7, with 13 victories against 11 defeats. At number 8 is Kevin Durant and the rest of the Phoenix Suns, with 13 victories and 11 losses. At number 9 are the Los Angeles Clippers, with 14 victories and 12 defeats, and now lost 3 in a row. Completing the West top 10 is LeBron James and his Los Angeles Lakers, with 13 victories against 12 losses. The San Antonio Spurs are at number 11 with 13 victories and 12 defeats, and on a 2-game winning streak. At number 12 are the Sacramento Kings, with 13 wins and 13 losses, and on a 3-game winning run. The Portland Trailblazers are at the 13th place, with 8 wins and 17 defeats, and on a 5-game losing streak. The Utah Jazz are at 14th spot, with 5 wins and 19 losses, and now lost 2 consecutive games. And at the very bottom of the Western Conference standings are the New Orleans Pelicans, with just 5 victories and 21 losses, and have lost their last 3 matches. The NBA goes to Las Vegas, Nevada today for the knockout semifinal round games, as the East NBA Cup top seed Giannis Antetokounmpo and his Milwaukee Bucks will play against Trae Young and the rest of the Atlanta Hawks. Tip-off will be at an early 5:30 in the morning today. And in the second and final game scheduled for today, it's the West NBA Cup knockout semifinal round as well, as the West NBA Cup number 1 seed Oklahoma City Thunder will play against the second-seeded Houston Rockets. Tip-off will be at 9:30 a.m. Both games will be played at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada.